Nigga, that shit ain't cool.
Alright guys, welcome back. Resident Evil Revelations 2 raid mode video. Now, I'm going to be talking about 4 special parts in this game that I have not covered. I just talked about the parts overall, but I never got into it generally. Now, as you can see, you have the S.T.A.R.S, FBC, BSAA, and DSO. Now, you could get these parts obviously from in the field. When you do your missions, you open up the chests, and also you could go into the market. You could also purchase them there. Now, these parts are very unique because they do 2 things at once. I'm going to start off with the first one, S.T.A.R.S. Now, as you can see with this one, it increases weapon firepower by 9%, and also it increases critical hit rate by 8%. Now, the way I use this part is that I stack this with other parts. Now, as you can see, it says firepower by 9%, right? Remember how I said with the damage? You could stack that with the damage part. You stack that on with it, becomes a beast. I have damage level 3. I'm not level 3. Level 13. This will increase the firepower by 30%. Obviously, I have a few more levels to go before I get it to 20. So 30% to go along with that 9. Now, critical hit rate. Obviously, that's 8%. You just gotta up that crit for your part if you have it. I believe I still have my criticals, as you can see right here. 19. Keep going up. I have 4 more levels on it so I can get it to max of 10. So these parts are stackable. And if you stack it on these special parts, as I call them, they're just flat out awesome. Next one, we have FBC. This one increases damage dealt to elite enemies by 17%. And also increases firepower the closer the enemy is. Now, as far as the enemy being closer, obviously you just need the close range part. Now, I got mine at 6. As you can see, increases firepower as the enemy draws closer to you. You stack that with that FBC. Flat out monster. Now, obviously the other one, damage dealt to elite enemies, you stack that on with that part. And that part, obviously for elite enemies, I believe that is the elite killer, elite enemies killer right there, which is elite killer. Obviously I got at 6, 4 levels away. You just stack that on, so on and so forth. It's the same thing with BSAA. This one increases fire rate by 9% and increases capacity by 25%. You stack that with your capacity parts. You could stack this with your fire rate parts. This also becomes a flat out monster. So another thing that I noticed is that people just put this part with just one weapon, obviously, and they don't stack it on the others. Obviously that's fine, but you're not getting the full benefits of using the part to its full potential. Stack it with other parts that are, you know, similar with it, and it'll be a whole different ball game. Now this one, DSO, increases damage dealt to regular enemies by 17%. Firepower increases the further the enemy is. Max is 9%. Now, another thing that you guys need, obviously, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know, these parts cannot be leveled up. They're already at max level, which is 1. They can't be upgraded. Now with this one, increased damage dealt to regular enemies. Obviously it's this one right here. I think it's mundane. Yeah, mundane murderer. You stack that on. Now obviously stack that on, it becomes a monster. Like I said, and the further the enemy is away from you. That's pretty much easy. That's long range. Long range weapons that I be using, sniper rifle. I put this on my freaking Muramasa, and I just keep gunning them down with this combined with the other part. Come on, they ain't gonna last much longer. Now, as you can see, I stack these up because I've been playing so much, you know, Code Red or very hard missions. Just keep getting them just like this. Keep getting them. And I know some people pretty much sell theirs by accident because they didn't know how the symbols look. When you look at the part, you can see the symbol on it. So as you can see, the symbols for stars, you got the symbol for FBC, you got the symbol for BSAA and DSO. So it's really not hard to miss these parts. That's why I call them special parts, because they do two things at once while all the other parts in the game only do one specific thing, which is not bad, but you know what, that's just how it is. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I pretty much covered the 4 special parts in this game: S.T.A.R.S, FBC, BSAA, DSO. So if you got any questions or comments or whatever the case may be regarding these, just hit me up. So I'm gonna go and answer this phone. I'm gonna